There's a whole post.
And then I would like to say hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you are all excited as I am. So tonight, everyone is probably asking, what is going on? What is happening? Let me tell you. Sit back, relax. I hope you all had a cup of tea or a nice cup of coffee or some coke to cool down because it was an extremely hot day today. But yet, once again, welcome everyone. Tonight is going to be nothing but amazing. Yes, I'm saying it's going to be amazing because we are going to introduce the what, the how, and the why of why it is, believe it or not, is here. And what is Believe It or Not all about? And how is this team going to be doing it? So, yes, I have none other than Christine Nicola Tefel with me, also known as Hit at 31. We had a conversation earlier on, and it's so crazy. She was telling me, Suzanne, I'm so excited that the curfew has went up to 11 p.m. because she was tired of being at home. And then, it was an amazing day today to go to the beach. But I don't think Lady Kind Arts, Althea DeWitt, could go to the beach. And her thing was every day I was hearing, yo, Suzanne, I just wish the beaches can open up. Finally, you have it, Althea. I hope you're super excited. But yes, people, let me not keep you. We have, I won't say a jam-packed program, but we are here to let you know about, believe it or not, the what, the how, and the why. And then I have this amazing person that's going to introduce you to the what of Believe It or Not. Ita 31, over to you, darling.
Oh my goodness, how excited am I? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies. It's so amazing to be with you. Good evening to our viewers. I'm assuming you're there. We're really happy that you could join us this evening. So my responsibility, just as the boss has made mention, is to share with the world the what. Okay. And so HITA 31 stands for Her Immaculate Theory, and it's really around, her version of the truth. And so one of the values, or at least, one of the core values of HITA 31 is to share stories, okay? Is to share stories of women who have been, left voiceless, broken, women who have given up, women that feel that they are stuck, women that feel, that there's just no way out. HITA 31 is a platform for those women to share, just how they've, gotten out of that, how they've lifted themselves up, how they've persevered. And so through Believe It or Not, we get to share those phenomenal stories. And so I'm really, really excited and honored to be here this evening. So that is really the gist of, what it is, Suzanne.
I love it. Thank you so much, Christine, HITA 31, for sharing the what with us. And then, people, we have this, whenever I think about obviously, who this person is because we're only 3 people on the call, so it shouldn't be too difficult to figure it out. So I have none other than Althea, also known as the person that works how can I say, the backbone behind Kind Arts. And she will be sharing the how it is we're going to be doing this, you know. So, Miss Kind Arts, over to you, darling.
Oh, wow. Good evening, world. Thank you so much, Susie. Hello to all our viewers. On YouTube right now. I'm so excited to be here. Really such an honor, like Hit at 31. As Christine mentioned, really, really excited. So, how do we do all of this? As Kind Arts, something that we stand by, or rather our tagline is inspiring while we or rather aspiring while we inspire through art. So art for us can be anything that we feel is creative, right? And so of course we use our mobile device, our devices, our smartphones, we go out into our communities, we record, the rawness, the rough, the real things. We like to keep it original and we like to keep it authentic, so we go out into the streets. One of our first projects we worked on with Suzanne Smith. We went out to Kalksteenfontein, we went out to Bonteheuwel, and we actually recorded her using our smartphones. What an amazing experience it was. I remember the ladies, they like left me alone for a moment and like, let her do a thing. I was busy taking slow motion videos of the kids in the road, really just getting the rawness of the community. And like we like to mention all the time, we just believe that women need to hear all our powerful stories, so why not capture these moments? And how we also do this is we kind of air this on YouTube. We put it together, we use editing and we put it together and we share this on YouTube. So while you're on YouTube, don't forget to comment right now, engage with us and subscribe, of course. So that's really our main medium, using film production and putting it on YouTube. We also use Instagram as a really great tool. And here you can follow us. You can follow us at Sweet to Suze rather on Instagram, at Hitet31, and Kind Arts as well on Instagram. And yes, we usually put our promos on here, promos of each episode. And stay tuned for all the exciting, interesting ladies that we have lined up for you. Thank you so much, Susie.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Althea, for sharing that. She's definitely the person behind the links, making sure that we look good, whenever we need to go live on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube. So yes, she makes sure that we keep it together. So people, you have the what, you have the how, and now you need to know the why. Why do you always need to know the why? Because we need to know the why behind the why. That's just me. So why did I, Suzanne Smith, decide to share my story? I decided to share my story because I'm bold. I decided to share my story because I'm brave. I decided to share my story because I am beautiful. I needed to come to terms with the fact that I am beautiful. I decided to share my story because it was time for my voice to be heard, It was time for me to print my footsteps, It was time for me to pave the way for my future females, for my future sister girls, for my future sister loves, for my future sister darlings. So that is why Suzanne Smith decided to share a story. And how has this experience been for me? To be honest, people, it's been an emotional roller coaster. It's been crazy. It's been fun. There's been so many laughs. There's been so many times where I just felt that I want to break down because I felt that I wasn't good enough. I felt that I wasn't worthy, And just about a week ago, it's also a song about a week ago, but it's also not a funny thing, I lost my father, and it's been emotional for me, and for me to keep it together tonight, I know that I'm a strong woman, and that is why I can sit here tonight and share with you my experience, And yes, and that is the reason why I'm also sharing my story, because living up in a community or a family that you are surrounded by and always being told you will never amount to nothing. You will never be this person because of the past mistakes your mom made, because of the past mistakes your sister made, because of the past mistakes your cousin made, and now you are labeled with the same label. But this person, Suzanne Smith, decided to throw that label in the trash bin and make her own label, her own brand. So that is why I'm sitting here today, And yes, I didn't have an amazing way of growing up. My childhood wasn't all roses, And yes, I want to be here and sharing the good stuff with you, but I also want to share the roughness and the toughness and the rawness. So for our sister girls, for our sister loves, for our sister darlings out there, if you have a story, don't hesitate. Because Suzanne Smith is the one that's going to make sure your story is put on the platform so you can pave that way for our future generations, And yes, like I said, it's been a crazy tough week, but I know my father, I remember this one day, my family had not a disagreement, I became pregnant with my son, with my eldest son when I was only 18 years old. And my family had a high expectation of me. Like I should go to a college, I should be in an institution, I should study this and that. And obviously I made a decision. I wouldn't say a wrong decision because my boys, people, they are a blessing to me, And my family had a discussion that I'm going to become like my mom. I'm going to be like this person, and they told my dad, oh, your daughter just threw away her whole life because she's 18 years old and she's pregnant with a son, And he sat there and he told him, my daughter is going to show you one thing one day. She is going to prove you all wrong. It took me a while to get to this point to share my story. So that is also the reason why I made the decision to share my story, to live up to my legacy and to thought I'm going to be the person they thought I was going to be. Please, people, throw their thoughts into the dustbin. It needs to be disposed because Suzanne is rising above whatever you said she was going to become. So yes, people, that is me. So our brave females, it's time for you to rise up and take your space. Put that footprint for the next generation to walk in. So that's it from me. That's the why of Believe It or Not, people. We have some other amazing news for you before we end off. So I'm going to hand over to, I'm getting hot. She makes me hot when I speak about her. I'm going to hand over to Christine Nicolete, also known as Hit at 31. Over to you, my sister darling.
Wow, I feel so inspired. I feel like, you know what? Not even that it's 8 o'clock in the evening. I feel like I just woke up. Thank you so much for that, Suzanne. Thank you so much for that kind art. I'm feeling good. I don't know about you ladies. And I'm really hoping that our viewers are feeling energized and inspired, just to get into it. And so just as Suzanne mentioned that, of course, we have an amazing opportunity or at least a surprise for you. So we're not going to be finicky, males or females, okay? Males or females, this one is for you. So Hit at 31, or at least it is Believe It or Not, the Believe It or Not team is going to give away, drum roll, I need a drum roll, maybe let's play the song, Kind Arts. Hit at 30, Believe It or Not, Believe It or Not is going to give away, or at least have their very first giveaway. We are going to give away 300 Rand, a 300 Rand gift voucher. And you would get to purchase, just listen, on our Wear marketplace. So for those of you that have never, ever visited the marketplace, there are only local businesses on this platform. And so, Believe It or Not, would like to share and give away this. But how is of course, the integral part. So listen very carefully. You have to tag the name of the female who you think has a powerful story to share, okay? And then you have to motivate why. So where must all of this happen? Of course, it must happen on the Hit at 31 page, okay? After you've motivated why this female should share her story, you follow Kind Arts, Hit at 31, and Sweeter Suze. I'm hoping that you got it. I'm going to repeat myself, okay? So immediately after the live chat, you can visit Hit at 31 on Instagram. You tag the female who you think have a powerful story that the world should hear. You know, the world needs to hear the story, and you motivate why. Thereafter, you follow Kind Arts, Hit at 31, and Sweeter Suze. You would go into a automatic random selection and stand a chance of winning an aware gift voucher worth 300 Rand. Now, I mean, this time of the year, 300 Rand is a whole lot. Thank you so much, Suzanne and Alfie. I'm going to hand back over to Suzanne.
I love it. So people, don't hesitate. Take up this opportunity. Oh, how I wish I can enter this competition. Last week on our way, Christine, I could purchase myself a nice fruit basket, like a fruit box, you know. So people, it is summer. We're trying to slim down, I think, a bit, you know. There's also biscuits, and there's also other things I can purchase on our way. But anyway, without any further ado, we have come to the end of this introduction. You know, we just wanted to share with you the what, the how, and the why behind Believe It or Not. And yes, Suzanne Smith will be heading up this. And then I have my two amazing darlings with me, Kind Arts and Hit at 31. People, one thing that I've learned throughout these years is that you can never ever do anything on your own. You need support, but you also need support, people that understand you, people that get you when you're not okay, and they tell you it's going to be okay. You know, that is the kind of people you need. And also people that's going to tell you, oh, what you did now, it's not supposed to be that way, you know. And you can't take it personal, because it's not about being personal about things. It's about growing who you are as a person. But yet again, for those that tuned in on YouTube, we as the Believe It or Not team would like to say thank you for your endless support. We really do appreciate it. It comes from the heart, people. It comes from the heart. So yes, if it is you want to reach out to me, Suzanne Smith, you can definitely get me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is, must I share it? Yes, I'm going to share it. My number is 083 3367128. If you know about any stories out there, but again, first do it on the channels that Christine explained you of how it needs to be done. So yes, people, again, thank you from us. One world, many stories from the Believe It or Not team.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go. Oh. I love the moves. I love our boss lady. Just look at her.
That's crazy. Take up your position. Take it up.
Just to all our viewers, catch us in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time live